Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome to another episode of the. Do we call ourselves the Grammar Police or do we call it the Road to B2 still? What do you think?
I don't know. I think we call it the road to beat. Maybe the grammar police is a bit too aggressive.
Do you think people get scared when they find out that we're called the Grammar Police?
Yeah.
Do
Maybe
you think
some
that.
people don't like law enforcement.
Yeah, well, with current events, I can see why they wouldn't,
Yeah.
Not to make it, dark
Immediately
straight away.
in the first minute. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I guess so. The Road to B2. Why don't we call ourselves? Why don't we rebrand and call ourselves the two friendly girls that just want to learn you some English? Just bad grammar. We just completely take like a 180 turn, go right into awful grammar and just being nice. Then it's
Yeah,
just every other
yeah.
podcast, isn't it? So why not?
Fake news, but it's actually teaching, fake teaching.
Yeah, click on this link and you can get an extra 50 quid or something. Just
Fake teacher sounds like a weird video.
fake teacher is what I call all of those people on TikTok that make videos that are like, "Have you don't say I'm eating lunch. It's wrong." Like what? What am I supposed to say then?
Oh yeah, that make really weird words up, sentences up, like
Don't
really
say
strange
hello.
sentences.
It's wrong. Nobody says hello. Like shut up,
Do not
honestly.
say short, say vertically challenged.
That's me. That's me.
That is
Yeah.
you, yeah.
Anyway, right, okay. So today we've decided that we want to talk about something that's a little trendy these days,
Mm-hmm.
and I can say that I'm fully addicted, and that is Vinted. Are you a Vinted addict?
Well, yes and no. I think I'm a shopping addict. Doesn't
Ah.
really, Vinted or any other store that sells things.
Mhm.
Mm.
I like Vinted, but not as a buyer. I'm not a Vinted buyer myself.
Ah.
I'm a seller. Yeah. Because I
Ah.
had this realization back in I think October that my house is just too full of guff. You know this word?
Guff.
Just rubbish. It's just got
Ah.
loads of rubbish in it. And you know what they say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. So I just started like bringing everything down from its
Hmm.
respective place and then taking pictures of it and putting it online. And believe it or not, there are some people that want these things that you just have in your house. So
Yeah.
it's been pretty good. I've enjoyed the experience so far.
No, but that's good. And that's also something that's been trendy for a long time, decluttering,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What was she called
secondhand
now?
recycling.
Yeah, the do you
Condo.
remember the yeah,
Somebody,
Maria
Mary.
Kondo.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Marie Curie.
No, that's a
Not the
bit
same person.
different.
Yeah, no, that's she was doing some other stuff, I think.
Yeah. Also an icon.
Equally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was definitely responsible for that kind of like revolutionary wave of people wanting to
Mm,
un or declutter the house, no?
mm.
Um, would I be able to say that my house is decluttered? No, it's definitely still full of clutter, but less so than before. And now I have more money than before. So
Yeah, that's
that's
a good
nice.
exchange. That's a good. I
Yeah.
feel like I should start decluttering. I'm just
Mm.
really every time I find something that I think, oh, I could put this on Vinted. I could sell this. I end up like second guessing myself. I think, but what if I want to wear it one day? What if I'll need it for something one day? Like I've
Ah,
kept it
okay.
in the first place. So
hmm
maybe I'll want it one day. But yeah.
I learned a really good rule for
Mm,
deciding, especially for clothes, if you are
mm.
going to keep the piece of clothing or not. And the rule is if somebody else wore it, like borrowed it, and did a poo on it, would you wash it or bin it? And if you would wash it because it's important to you, then you should keep it. But if you wouldn't, then you should just put it in the bin because if you're like saying that you would lend it out and then it somebody ruins it or okay, did a poo on it, it's a bit dramatic. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. But
Yeah,
like,
that's
it's a good example regardless that like if that happens to that piece of clothing, then you have to decide what's important. Is it truly important to you to keep it. And that's been quite helpful for me because I just imagine like somebody doing a poo on my t-shirts and I'm like, I don't need this. I don't need this in my
I
life.
love
So,
how you say somebody. My first thought was a cat.
oh, valid,
So
valid. No, I
yeah.
was thinking like, like your friend says, "Hey, can I wear your dress?" And you go like, "Yeah, of course. Have a good night." And then they come back and they're like, "Listen,
Okay,
something
okay.
bad happened."
Yeah, I'm never letting you borrow anything of mine.
I don't poo in nothing, Anna. What are you talking about? I'll have some of your stuff. Promise, I solemnly swear not
Mm.
to, soil your beautiful clothes. But tell me, I want to know because I've
Vinted.
never bought anything on Vinted before.
Wait, you have sold
What's
things, but you've never bought anything.
Mm-mm, I've never bought
Never.
anything. No, because I'm
Mm.
decluttering. What's the point in decluttering if I'm just going to reclutter?
See, that's
It's
a
like,
very
oh,
good question. What's the point in decluttering? I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing. There is no point. Buy
But
things.
it's but it's very
Capitalism.
funny. That's true, that's true. But it's really funny though because if I do like have a look for something on Vinted, I
Mm.
don't favorite anything. But
Oh.
if I have a look, it's just trying to get the crumbs of what it thinks I might like. So
Mm.
I search for one thing and then as soon as I do that, it's like if you searched for Pokemon cards, you might like this 7,000 adverts of Pokemon cards. Have a
It
look.
does, yeah. It's got a very smart algorithm, if I can say that. I don't know if I can
Yeah.
say that. A
Or it's
smart
just really
algorithm?
desperate. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, and it knows what it's doing, I suppose. But
Yeah.
it doesn't work for me, baby, because I am a tight person. Have you
A
ever heard that when
tight
somebody calls
person.
themselves tight? Yeah, that's a bit British, that.
Um, that sounds weird to me.
Well, like uptight, like somebody who's like, I'm better than you. That's what it sounds like. But
Mm.
tight, without the up before it, just
Mm.
means that you don't like spending money.
Oh,
Yeah, and I've always been
tight.
tight. Always. Always.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you not so much. You're not the same as me. You're a bit of a
No.
spender.
I mean, I don't know if I'm a spender. Well, maybe a little bit. I don't think I spend a lot of money on useless things. I like clothes, I like shoes, I like
Uh-huh.
books. Those are my biggest problem areas is when I see a nice book. Even if I have 50 books in my on my bookshelves that I
Yeah.
haven't read yet, I still
Mm-hmm.
want to buy the book. And especially when they're like €2 a book on Vinted.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. It's very easy. But the postage on Vinted's quite expensive, isn't it?
well, yeah, yeah, that's another thing on Vinted is because of the postage being so expensive, I always
Mm.
want to make a bundle. And then I start looking through the
Oh,
seller's profile, and I'm like, I could want that. I could want
I,
that.
not even I want that. I
Yeah,
could potentially want
yeah,
that in the future.
just because I want the bundle.
I'm not really a big spender. I don't like to spend money.
All right. We're talking about like €10. This is not
Yeah, no.
that
Yeah,
much.
yeah, yeah. Well, that's the great thing about Vinted, isn't it? Is
Mm,
that you don't have to spend loads and loads of money to get a bunch of crap, if you
mm,
if you will allow me to say that
right.
word. Because effectively, I mean,
Mm,
other people see it as crap. That's why they sell it. And you
yeah.
go, "Oh, nice crap." And then you get it yourself. So tell me,
Oh.
what's the best thing that you've ever gotten on Vinted?
The
The best
best,
deal?
the best deal. I think I got a really nice bag, which a Swedish person, because I live in Finland, right? So on my Vinted, I get people from Finland,
Uh-huh.
Sweden, Norway, Denmark, I
Yeah.
think, and then Lithuania and Poland.
Oh, okay.
Oh, so mostly from those countries, never
Uh-huh.
from any other country. But this wonderful Swedish lady was selling this bag, and I thought it was going to be small, cute. It was very cheap, like 6, 7 euros, I think. And then when it came, it's actually quite big, and it
Oh.
was real leather, which I didn't know.
Oh,
So I thought,
cool.
okay, wow. Then I thought, what's the catch? Is there going to be like animals living in
She's
the
done a
book?
poo in it, hasn't she?
But it's just like it's a little bit worn, but not in a noticeable way, just on the
Yeah.
inside.
And you
And
can kind of see that coming as well when you order these
yeah,
things. You have a feeling that it's going to be previously loved, you know?
yeah, exactly,
Wow. So you made
exactly.
like a massive saving then.
Yeah, and then once I bought a book, which was I think 2.5 euros, and
Uh-huh.
it came, and it's a hardcover book, and it's literally it looks like it's never been read before.
Really?
It is so
Wow.
clean, and I thought for 2 euros, hell yeah.
That's great.
Mm,
Honestly, I have to say, selling books is the hardest thing that I've done.
really?
Textbooks, those things, I didn't even see them in my house. As soon as I put them up on the app, they were gone. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay. See you later.
Yeah.
It's amazing because it really undid all the trauma that my degree put on me to sell all of my textbooks, and people wanted them, and it was a nice feeling as well to be able to pass on those books to other people. But like just books like, fiction, even non-fiction to a certain extent, if it's
Mm,
not on a syllabus of any kind,
mm.
it is so hard to sell these books. I'm like, please, €1, take it, just take it. Nobody wants it. So
Oh
it's
man,
very
yeah.
stressful. For me at the moment, the biggest problem that I'm having
Mm,
is I used to crochet quite a lot
mm,
and I have a lot of yarn.
mm.
But the problem is when you crochet is that you see yarn and you go, I could make this, and this, and all of these different things with that yarn. And you have that feeling about every single skein of yarn that you see. So you buy them all. So now
Yeah,
I have about 100 in my
yeah.
house and I'm trying to sell them. But I can only sell them in bulk because they're all so different, right, from
Mm,
each other. But the people that want yarn are the same kind of people who are like, I will take 50 of those and I will take them for €2 in total, and that is the maximum that I'm going for. So I'm talking about cheeky people, people who are like taking
yeah.
advantage of the system.
Yeah, and I've heard on Vinted people like to, I don't know this word in English, haggle? Is that a word?
Yes, haggle. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Haggle.
It's
People like
like
to
trying to get the
haggle.
best deal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. People like to, because you can make offers on Vinted. Now, I have to admit, I have never made an offer. I have only
really.
bought things for the price that they were selling for. However, I've heard that people do really, really like to haggle or
Yeah.
try to make really low offers on
hmm
Vinted. Have you had any bad experiences with people buying? And what are you selling? You haven't really told me. Like, what types of stuff are you selling?
All sorts of crazy stuff. Like the last thing that I sold was oh my goodness, what was it? I think it was just like a jumper actually that I had, but it's anything really, anything from yarn to clothes to books to textbooks to I think I even was selling. What was I selling? The weirdest thing that I sold. Oh yeah, I got somebody a Christmas present. I'll call him out now. It was my partner. I got him a
Mm.
Christmas present, but he couldn't take it home with him, and it was just hanging around in my house for 2 years. So I sent him a message one day, and I said, "I'm selling this now."
What?
Yeah, and I sold it.
Wait, but was it like a decoration or something?
No, it was a humidifier. Yeah, no, it was really. It was one of those things. Like I had it in my house, and it was just taking up space, and I'm not going to use it because I like to have a dry
Hmm.
home. But obviously, he comes from the UK. As
Yeah.
if I don't, but you know what I mean.
No, but you
So
have
it's
you have gotten used to the local
I'm a
air.
lizard now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm. But
But
why
yeah,
didn't he take? I mean, I guess you don't need it in the.
it's a pretty big box, and it's kind of hard to
Um,
like. Yeah, yeah, and it's true. In the UK, it doesn't really need it.
mm,
So and it sold like that. It was really fast.
really?
Thankfully, yeah, because I was getting sick of having it in the house. But I have had so many people. This is my favorite. Like a piece of clothing, never been worn, or even if it has been, and it's on Vinted for like €2. I've had people reach out to me to ask for it for like 90 pence or like €1. And I'm like, just leave me alone.
Yeah, it's strange because I think I don't know if I see okay, potentially let's say a dress. If I
Hmm.
see a dress and it's being sold for €7, for example, I think,
Uh-huh.
wow, that's low. Because it's €7. I can't find a dress in a shop for €7.
No,
You
exactly. And
know,
it's like,
it's
okay, you're never
crazy.
gonna know if it's going to fit you until you
Mm,
actually get it and it comes
yeah.
to your house. But I think that you have to be very careful. Again, another word similar to haggle, bartering with people to
Mm,
get the best deal. Because you can be really polite and say, hey, can I have a discount on this? But just assuming that someone's willing to drop down to €1 to sell something, it's like
yeah,
the time it takes, I can just go and throw it in the bin, and I don't want to do that. So, like,
yeah.
give me a reason to send it, you know?
So
It's a
all
shame.
all haggle and barter the same thing then?
I'd say so. I'd say
Okay.
so. I think haggling sounds a little bit more, it almost sounds a bit more desperate, whereas
Like being
bartering,
annoying, you know?
yeah, I don't know. Let me check actually, because is there a difference between haggle? See, this is an important thing to know. Here on the podcast, we're not geniuses, all right?
Yeah, we check things sometimes when
Yeah,
we
we've got
don't
to fact
know.
check, all
When
right?
I remember when we used to go to university and study Chinese, people
Hmm.
said that, well, the teacher said that it's a big part of Chinese culture in China to barter. I guess when you go to a marketplace or a shop of some kind that isn't obviously like a chain supermarket, but a smaller shop.
I'm now going to have to correct you there. It's actually haggle. In that case, it's haggle.
Oh.
Because apparently bartering is only
Mm.
when both people have a good or a service to give to each other.
Oh,
So
okay.
there's no money involved. So I didn't know that because I would have said bartering is the same as haggling.
Mm.
So yeah, haggle would be the correct
Haggle.
word.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
I
good.
suppose you could say bargaining. We'll just stick to haggle.
Yeah.
Haggle's more fun. It sounds like a like you're being like a witch, like a hag, and you're like, give
Isn't
it me for cheap.
isn't a hag a derogatory term?
Also,
Also, like, this is
also,
like a tangent that we're going in right now.
yeah, yeah. It's. I wonder if it. Oh, gosh, fact checking again. If is there an origin of haggle?
It's probably it was something to do with witches
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
or with
Okay,
old
so
ladies.
hag. So it looks like they might all both come from the same. Oh no, they don't. Sorry, I was like screaming into my microphone. This is interesting. So apparently, the word haggle
Mm.
comes from Old Norse and it means to chop. So it's like you're reducing the price, you're chopping it
Oh,
down, right?
it's hacka in Swedish.
Well, there you go. That's interesting.
Yeah.
So, but hag
Mm.
comes from the Germanic, the word hex, like a spell.
Ah, like a hex, like you put a hex on someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it comes from like the Dutch. It's well, it's Old English and Dutch.
Mm.
They all have the same. It was apparently the Old English word for hag was hagtessa or
Oh,
hegtis.
okay.
So it's very similar
Mm.
to hex if you say it really quick.
Mm.
Hex. Interesting, interesting. So
Yeah.
two very different words, but
Interesting
sound the
stuff.
same. Right? That's interesting.
Getting here from Vinted. What does Vinted mean?
Right, I'm gonna say something I've got a pet peeve, right?
Yeah.
I hate companies that make their name a thing that doesn't make sense. Splingo. Don't forget to go on Splingo for your
Oh yeah, where it
milk.
sounds like a verb, like vinted sounds like
Yeah,
you've
exactly.
done
Like,
something, you have vinted this.
yeah, Grammarly. I
Yeah.
hate anything that does the morphological like, ly at the end.
Where is
Preply.
vinted from?
I thought it was Spanish, but obviously
Oh, it's a
it's.
Lithuanian company.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, well, there you go. you're closer than me. Can you send them a message and tell them to change the name, please?
But what does the name come? Where does the name come from? Maybe it means something in Lithuanian.
Vinted. It sounds like vint like sell, like vender in Spanish. So I'm gonna make the assumption that it means like sold, but in a mangled up kind of way. That's my guess.
I
I don't
have
want to put money on it though.
no idea what it means, and it doesn't really. I mean, I should read a lot, and I can't be bothered right now.
Vinted. Why is it called
I
vintage?
love how this
Just
episode has just
googling everything.
become googling etymology. Yeah,
This is very strange.
but Vinted
Oh,
is
it's a
very
nod to the
popular.
word vintage.
Ah,
See,
okay.
I wouldn't have gotten that because I suppose nowadays people just use it to sell any old thing. Don't have a washing
Mm,
machine? Come and get it.
yeah,
Yeah, so yeah, that makes sense that because it used to just be clothes, I'm pretty sure, for the longest time. So,
yeah, it does make sense. But yeah, Vinted Lithuanian, that's nice. I mean, it has become a very popular. They have done a good job,
yeah,
the
yeah,
people who
yeah.
made the app, because even though I feel like the idea of it is quite easy, it's quite simple. I feel like there are quite a few apps out there, websites where you can
Uh-huh.
sell used things, but they have
Sure,
done
sure.
something good.
But it's not the same. Like, there is one downside to Vinted for me is
Mm.
that you can't collect from somebody's house. Like, we have one called
Ah.
Wallapop here in Spain,
Mm.
and Wallapop is quite good in the sense that, I can put things on, and then instead of me having to send 100 like thingies of yarn, I can just have them come and get it. But there is a certain issue to that where it's like people will say that they want to come and get it, ask you to reserve it, and then they've not paid for it yet, and it's a bit sus
Yeah,
as well.
that happens here. I think people just say, "Oh, I'll come and pick it up." If somebody's in the same town, for example, then you just have
Hmm.
to. Well, we have mobile pay. I don't know if you have like an app where you can send money to someone real quick.
Yeah, in Spain we've got Bithum,
Bithum.
Bithum. I don't know why
Nice.
it's called Bithum. Let's just. I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna do that because it's stupid. Again, it's another one of those like where it's an onomatopoeic, you know, strange Spanglish attack of words.
Mm,
Bithum. It's thumbing across the stratosphere to get into your account.
I
It's
love
it's
that.
very very strange. But yeah, yeah, it's the same procedure. But I think it can be a bit dodgy. Going
Yeah.
to meet me at 9 p.m. in a car park so I can give you my iPhone 17. It's not great.
I
Not
have
great.
not really had a bad experience with Vinted yet because I hear horror stories. Like I hear horror stories from people. I have never personally experienced a horror story before.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
But I do always look at the reviews
Yeah,
of people. So if
yeah,
if there are bad reviews, which I saw once, I will not buy it unless I like really really want it.
yeah. You have to be like super careful, I think. So exercise caution no matter what.
Why do you
If you were on
exercise
eBay.
caution? Why don't you just like what does that? Why do you exercise caution? Emily Emily
Okay,
looks
Google. Why do you exercise caution?
Emily looks so drained.
I'm sorry. I'm already feeling a bit sick today, but normally these kinds of things would give me life, but I'm just like, so it means nope,
This is
there's
your
no
job.
positive.
I'm just saying. And your degree.
Hey, that's not true. My degree mainly involved screaming at a computer for a few years. I don't remember doing anything about actual things that I enjoyed.
Well, I mean, you're
Um,
kind of screaming at Google right now. So.
I'm screaming at you.
I am in
um,
your computer.
Exercise because it's the same as use. But I
Hmm.
feel like using caution doesn't really sound very right. Like, it's almost like exerting caution. Like, you are the person from which the caution comes. So you
Hmm.
exercise it like a muscle. Whereas if you
Ah.
use caution, caution sounds like a protein shake, and it's not because it's inside you, you know?
Yeah, and
See,
I
I
guess,
did have an answer,
yeah.
and I didn't even have to Google it. Ha ha ha.
And maybe it's because it's something it's an action that repeats, sort of.
Sure, sure.
You do it a lot. Yeah.
True, true. So that would be our advice to make sure that you exercise caution when you are buying
Yeah,
things from Vinted. And
exactly.
if you're in Spain, my account is, I'm just kidding. If you see like one person selling a lot of yarn, it's me. All right. So yeah.
Oh
Happy
my
shopping,
gosh.
guys. Thanks for listening to
Yeah.
this episode. Um, now that we've said Vinted enough times, hopefully we've hit the algorithm just in quite the right way so that everybody listens to this to this episode.
Right, right. Gotta appease the computers so that the computers do their job.
Exactly, exactly. Thank
Hmm.
you so much for coming, everybody, and we will see
Yeah,
you
thank
later.
you. We'll see you. Bye.
Bye bye.